Hello and welcome back to training vlog number 4. Haven't uploaded in a while and I feel like I say that every single week, but this is just the way I am. Today I have a selection of random junk from the last week, which was low stress week, so I was doing some different things that I thought you might be interested in seeing. So here we have me stood on some boxes attempting to do a ghetto belt squat because I saw Bryce Lewis doing them, and even though I don't have the kit, I copy everything Bryce Lewis does because I don't have an original bone in my body. This belt is too small. It's more like a dip belt or one that you would use for weighted pull-ups. It's way too short for me to actually have proper plates on it, and would not recommend because it was hard for me to get on and off this box without falling off because my sense of balance is fairly atrocious. And yeah, the belt's, it's too high, the plate's too high. I need the plate to be resting on the box really so that I can just sort of shimmy across, but I can't do that. These are all featuring, I would say, belt squat featuring my belly button, which is very, very white because I don't think it has had any exposure to the sun since June. Here's me trying to get down, as I mentioned, would not recommend. If I'm going to do these for my next block, I need to locate another belt that's a little bit bigger that I can load properly. For my main squat movement, I have been doing these, which are Hatfield squats. So I've got the SSB on my back, which has got a bit of a camber to it, so I don't have to hold on to it. It will just stay on my back, assuming I stay in an okay squat position. And I'm holding onto another barbell in front. And by some miracle or strange workings of the gods, this doesn't give me any pain at all, which is just wild considering squatting has been giving me pain for months and months and months that seems to go away and then just come back again. Whereas this, I've been doing this for 4 weeks now and I've had no pain with it, which is class, not complaining. But yes, very odd, but obviously different movement. I think what I'm doing is because I'm focusing so much on not setting my back and holding onto the bar that I'm maybe not isometrically contracting my erectors as much and my lats as much, and for some reason that's not upsetting my back in the way that it would normally if I was doing regular low bar squats. So cool stuff. I might have to carry on with those for a bit. My aim would be to try and get back to just using the SSB, and then once I'm okay with just the SSB, doing maybe some pause squats with that, maybe try a high bar, and then maybe I'll stick with high bar for a while and maybe not go back to low bar for a while. Here's just some RDLs. These have been going fine. I just don't have any pain with these anymore, which is just odd. However, they have overtaken my deadlift, which is not a good thing. So I need to start pulling my deadlift with a higher hip position to kind of narrow the gap between the two lifts. So that's what I've been working on. And then for my horizontal pressing movement, I've been doing a lot of incline benching, which I'm very, very bad at. I massively suck at this, but obviously I can get a lot of stimulation with not a lot of weight. So from a hypertrophy perspective, that's quite useful. So yeah, you can see me struggling with these here. My regular bench press, because I haven't been doing it, has essentially gone in the bin, but my incline is going quite well, so cannot really complain. Getting a lot of upper chest stimulation, which I think is something maybe that I need. For my supplemental pull, I've just been doing a lever row. These are from a few weeks ago, but I've just been doing these for weeks, and this is the only clip that I have. These are quite easy to set up if you haven't tried them before. It's similar to a dumbbell row, but obviously you don't have to stabilise the dumbbell as much, so I find that quite useful for loading. And I just think about kind of pulling my elbow or my hand back in kind of a concave or an arc shape towards my back pocket, if that makes any sense, rather than just sort of pulling the weight up. And this is a clip from the last block where I mentioned that I was having the pain experience with low bar. This is what I essentially did for a few weeks because I couldn't tolerate anything heavier than this, so it's just 45 kilo, and I was doing pause squats, so I'd just try and do some high rep stuff, pause squats, so that I wasn't completely moving away from the movement. I was still doing a variation, but it was just a much lighter variation, and you can see I'm trying to stop at parallel or near parallel, or maybe a bit higher than parallel, but I'm not very good at that because I'm kind of just a person that sinks it on every rep anyway, because yeah, I just don't listen to my own advice sometimes. So that's what I would try and do, and I find if I do them at parallel and do them with a pause and they're very light, I don't have pain experience with them. So that's what I did when I was experiencing some of that discomfort. And that's it for this training vlog. I will hopefully be back next week with some different exercise variations for you.